everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So I'm really sorry, but this is my April favorites video. I apologize that it's late and that it's very overdue, but I wanted to post my Shop My Stash video first because I definitely wanted to make sure that that's had like a good 2 weeks or so to be uploaded, and so I thought I could do my favorites video now. So I hope you still enjoy this video, and I hope this can still be helpful for you, beneficial for you. But I have a lot of really great products as well as some fails also, unfortunately, to share with you. So let's get right on into it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with foundation. I have two foundations that I've really been loving. And firstly, I know I've already spoken about this, but the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation is beautiful. Whenever I went on my trip, I kind of talked about that. My husband and I celebrated like our 5-year wedding anniversary, and we did go to the New England area, and we had pretty long days. We didn't book our days completely because we wanted to allow ourselves, the opportunity to kind of just like explore and just kind of see where the wind takes us type thing. But when we were gone from the resort or hotel, right, we were pretty much gone all day long. And so this was a foundation that I reached for throughout the entire trip. Because every single day it just looked so good on the skin. I know this has some polarizing reviews. Some people enjoy this foundation, some people don't. I am one of the few that really enjoy it. I don't know if it was the climate, because of course your skin kind of changes when you're in a new climate. Maybe this foundation wore really well on my skin because my skin was a little bit drier than it usually is. I don't know how well this will work for me now, but I really loved it when I was on my trip. I used it pretty much 5 days straight in a row. I didn't even reach for a single other foundation that I packed. So I love this one. I do wear the shade Neutral 3, and I think it's a really great option for my skin tone. I was gonna say that this is gonna be more for people that have, I would say, dry to normal to combo skin. I think if you're oily, I'm not sure how much you'll enjoy this because it is very glowy at initial application. I do set my makeup and I don't feel the tackiness, or I don't feel overly dewy after I set my face, but I do think that this one gets glowy as the day goes on. But again, I actually feel that this wears really well. It could be too that I partnered it with my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, so that might have something to do with it. But I do really enjoy this one, and I wanted to mention it, and I do highly recommend it. I think it's a great everyday foundation. A little pricey, but I'm glad that I'm getting my money's worth out of that one. Another foundation. So I'm really glad that I found a way to use this, because at first I was a little bit skeptical and I kind of felt like I regretted picking this up, but I'm so glad that I did, because I'm really glad that I found a way that I enjoy this product, and it's the Merit Cream Foundation. So this is specifically called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, and I do have the shade Linen, and again, I do think it's a pretty good shade match for me. Here is what it looks like. And I really enjoy this for my no makeup days. So I feel like Merit definitely kind of has the vibe of no makeup, and I do think that this complexion stick is perfect for that. So what I like to do is I like to just rub my finger on the product, and then I blend it in onto where I have more redness, more unevenness on my skin, and this does such a wonderful job at evening out the complexion without looking too heavy, and it is just so beautiful. I don't even really have to set my skin. I do sometimes, it just depends, especially depending on the weather, of course, but I do this like on Saturdays when I don't want to do a full face of makeup, but I want to look more put together. I will use this, and I love it. I love it for that. This is truly what I'm going to be using on days where I don't want a whole lot going on, and it just wears really beautiful throughout the day as well. So I really recommend this, especially if you're someone who's not really into makeup, but you're looking for a way to just kind of quickly even out your skin tone, quickly look a little bit more presentable. Definitely highly recommend grabbing this up. Even if you work from home and maybe you do like Zoom calls or Teams calls, what have you, I think this would be a quick, easy way to just to kind of get yourself a little bit more put together and be on your merry way. So I really, really love this one. And a companion product that I actually have been pairing that Merit stick with is this cream blush. And this, not only is the shade just beautiful, this formula is also so stunning on bare skin. I'm using air quotes because it's not really my bare skin because I have the Merit foundation on, but this is just so stunning on no makeup looks, and it's the Rose Ink Cream Blush. So this is the lip and cheek color in the shade Delphine. Really, really beautiful. And this is kind of that really beautiful sunburnt, almost like terracotta looking color. It's very peachy, but it's like a very warm peach color, super beautiful. And I just, again, use my fingers, I dip it in, and then I just pat it onto my skin, and I absolutely love the color of this. I love the way that it makes my skin look, because this is a very, very juicy, I mean, you can see here just how emollient this cream blush is. So this is going to make your cheeks look so juicy and plump and hydrated. And so I feel like it really just makes your skin look glowy and healthy. And I think it's perfect for that reason to use it on like a no makeup look. So I'm really glad that I got this Rose Ink blush to work for me. I got it in the set, like one of the Sephora sets that I picked up during the Sephora sale. So I'm really glad that I enjoy this one, because I was a little bit nervous because of how emollient this formula is, but really am enjoying that one. All right, let's get into a fail. And since we're talking about blush, this was a fail for me. This is one of Colourpop's blushes. They came out with new blushes that are at Ulta, also of course on their website, and they're not necessarily new colors or new formulas. They just made them like as if, like for instance, this shade Swirled exists from a previous line. I'm not sure which one, but I know for sure that this was part of a previous collection, but now it's like in their permanent line, I guess, if you will. So I picked this shade up. Again, this is the shade Swirled, and this lacks pigment. I don't know what it is, because I mean, it is just such a stunning color in the pan, but I am literally sitting here and I'm swatching it, and like I had to swatch it 3 times to get that. And even here you can see how chalky that looks on my skin. This is just not a good blush formula. I know that Kelly Strack, she has a color that she likes. I think it's in the shade Papaya. So maybe I'll try that one, because I want to like these Colourpop blushes, because I love matte blushes. It's super just easy, no fuss kind of thing. But whenever I have to go in with my brush like 200,000 times to get the pigment that I need, that is just such a time suck for me, because I have so many others that I don't have that issue with. So I would maybe not purchase these if you are a blush lover like me. If you are like me and you love to pile on blush, maybe skip these unless you go for a more like pigmented shade. Like maybe a Papaya, like I said, will be better, but this is definitely a disappointment. All right, then I have another product that I have been loving, and it's the Glossier Boy Brow. I picked this up during the Sephora sale, and I have the shade Brown. I really, really like this. I like this so much. I do think it does a decent job at holding my brows. It also adds some pigment to them, but I think what I love about it most is that I don't have to really think that much when I'm applying this. Sometimes when I'm using a brow gel that has tint to it, sometimes the wand can be so saturated with product that it doesn't disperse the product evenly throughout my brows. I never have the issue with this. Even when it was brand new, I did not have that issue with this. I feel like it disperses product so evenly, so beautifully. It really does kind of give your brows a little bit of a bushy look. So I really enjoy this one. Again, I'm in the shade Brow. I'd highly recommend this a whole lot. I think it's probably similar to the e.l.f. Wow Brow, but I think I like this one more because I've noticed that the e.l.f. Wow Brow dries out so fast. Like I can run through e.l.f. Wow Brows like water almost, and I do feel like this one is pretty juicy. All right, so then I guess we can get into another fail, and I'm really bummed about this because I was really excited to try out this primer. It's kind of a primer slash like skincare product, and it is the Glow Recipe product. This is the Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. Pore refining and blurring. So this is a skincare product, but it's also, it could be used as a primer. I was primarily using it for a primer, and I don't love this one. I don't love this one. First off, the packaging though is so cute, but first off, the opening is so large. Can you see that? It is such a large opening for a primer. And when you shake it out, the reason I don't like that opening is because I was able to get just a little bit from, you know, that first part or from that application. But when you shake it, because you have to obviously shake it to the bottom to come out, so much product comes out. But here it is. It's like a kind of like a milky texture. It definitely feels like a serum, but I don't notice this doing anything. Like anything. To me, this is just something that went viral. I don't even know if it went viral, but maybe it did. I don't know. But this is just something that I feel like, because it's Glow Recipe, and Glow Recipe tends to get a lot of attention, a lot of hype, that so many people were talking about it so quickly, but really it doesn't really do anything. Like, yes, my skin feels good, but I don't really notice any form of blurring. I don't feel that it's smoothing out my pores. Like, I put this on and then I do my foundation and then I'm looking up close and I'm like, what did this even do? I do think if you have oily skin, I do think you'll like this because it is pretty mattifying, but I don't think it really prolongs my makeup. I don't, again, feel like it's really prepping my skin either. So I just think this is a dud. I would skip over this. Another huge reason why I kind of wish I didn't pick this up is because this can be more of a skincare product, and I don't really like to have skincare primers because, or skincare makeup in general, but mainly primers because I want my skincare to be in my skincare, you know? Like, I won't use my primer every day to truly reap the benefits of using that product. Does that make sense? That's why I'd rather just use it in my skincare. So I would just skip this. Like, personally, there are so many blurring and pore filling types of primers that are out there that I prefer so much more. I love the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. That one is a beautiful primer. I love the Hydrating Benefit Professional. That one is really good. The new one from Essence, it's like the I think it's like the Poreless Partner Primer. That one is really, really good also. So I would skip this and maybe check out one of those. All right, so now I have a mascara. I've really, really been loving this. To me, this is not something that I think you should like run out and go grab. Not by any means, but it is a really, really nice mascara, and mainly the color. This is the Chocolate Too Faced Better Than. I'm not gonna say the word because I think YouTube's been a little bit strict about that lately. So not that I'm monetized or anything, but I definitely don't want any like strikes or anything on my channel. But this is the Too Faced Better Than mascara, right? Everybody knows this one, super popular. It's been around forever. This is the chocolate one, and the scent. I don't think it has a scent actually, now that I think about it. No scent. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat using the litter box. But anyways, I don't think this has a scent. It doesn't. I don't know why I say that, but this color though is really pretty. It's definitely not super noticeable like the brown when you have it on your lashes, but you can also tell that it's not black. But it's also pigmented slash rich enough that you can actually see it. Does that make sense? So I like this. I really do. I also just really love this mascara. I love it in the original like pink one. I really, really enjoy this mascara. So I knew I was going to like it. I was just super curious about the color, and I think it's a really beautiful color. I already have dark hair, dark brows, dark lashes. So I feel like maybe if you have, you know, lighter lashes or hair, maybe you'll see it even more, but I think it makes enough difference for me to appreciate having this color. This is also great again for every day. It's going to be an option whenever maybe you're wanting something just a little bit more light on this, on the face, or lighter of an eye look, or you're not wanting something super dramatic. Sometimes black mascara can be really dramatic. This is a great option for that. So I think it's really great for work. All right, so let's get into my other fail. And this I actually picked up at a TJ Maxx while we were on our trip, or was it a Marshall's? I think it was a Marshall's. Either way, there is a lot of Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani in TJ Maxx and Marshall's. I don't know if the brand is not doing well or what. I have no idea. I personally haven't really been that impressed with the brand, if I'm being honest. Like, I do enjoy the lip products, but everything else, even the lip products are just okay, you know? But I picked up one of the palettes. So this is the IC in color. It's a quad, and it's in the shade Just a Girl. So here's what the packaging looks like. Real nice, right? And then here's what the palette looks like. Again, this is in the shade Just a Girl. This, you guys, this is awful. Like, this is so awful. I am so glad that I only spent $5.99 on this palette, because this is just lacking pigment. Like, no, it's not lacking pigment. It's just so underwhelming, you know? Like, it blends fine. It has a decent range in here. I mean, you have this mid-tone here. You have this deeper color to deepen out the crease. You have, you know, two kind of lid shades here. First off, the packaging, can you hear this? It's literally rattling in there, and that feels automatically cheap to me, you know? And that's kind of the vibe I get from, like, just holding this palette. I kind of get that vibe. Like, it doesn't feel like a high-end experience, but the shimmer shades are just awful. Like, they are not anything special. I mean, I immediately, when I got this, I swatched it, and I was like, oh. Like, I was like, man, I'm so bummed right now. Because I was really excited. I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'm getting Give Beauty. I'm getting Give Beauty at Marshall's. Like, how exciting. And the mattes are really good. And I know she has an all matte palette. It's kind of like a contoury palette. And so maybe that one will be really good. But here are the swatches. I mean, look at these super underwhelming metallic shades. Like, seriously. Wet n Wild can produce something better than this. You know, Elf can produce something better than this. Seriously, just go to Wet n Wild if you want a quad or just a very affordable eyeshadow palette. This, just skip over it. Even if you can get it at TJ for $5.99, I wouldn't even recommend it for that price. Pick up something else, because this is just not it. If you are someone who doesn't really care too much about your like metallic shades, like you don't care if they're not super pigmented, then maybe try it. Maybe give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. But this is just like, I did one eye look with it the other day, and I was like, nope, already put it to the side. I'm probably gonna try to resell this, because absolutely not. I have 1, 2, 3 more things, so we're moving right along. I love this next product. I'm so glad that I finally understand the hype, because this product is so hyped. So many people love this product, and I was like, what is the point? It's just a freaking lip balm. But I understand now. This is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, and I did pick up the shade Vanilla Beige. It took me a while to discover how much I love this product, but on our trip, I pretty much used this to reapply, you know, something on my lips throughout the days, because I wanted my lips to be hydrated. So it was pretty cold where we were, and by pretty cold, I mean for us, South Texans, it was cold, right? It was probably in like the 40s, 50s, and it was in the 60s. 60s isn't cold for us, but when there's a breeze going and it's windy and you're outside, like that's cold, right? And so one of the days, it was the days that we were in Salem, or the day that we were in Salem, we did like walking tours and it was really cold. And normally when that happens, my lips get super chapped. Pretty sure that's normal for everyone, right? This is all I reapplied throughout the day. I'm not kidding you. My lips were hydrated all day long and we were outside all day long. The only times we were inside was whenever we were eating. That's it, right? And so every other time we were just outside walking around, and the fact that it was cold and windy, this is all I was applying. And it just, my lips were perfect. So I love this so, so much. I also really enjoy the color Vanilla Beige. Let me do a swatch for you. This is obviously going to be, because it has a shade to it, like it has color to it. This is obviously not like one you want to wear at night. They have a clear one for that. So here's what Vanilla Beige looks like. It's this really beautiful nude color, but this matched pretty much all of the makeup looks I was doing, because I was doing pretty natural, pretty neutral makeup, right? So just really neutral eyes, neutral blush, everything like that, because I didn't obviously pack anything that was like colorful or anything. And so this matched every single makeup look. And I'm telling you, it looks beautiful on the lips and it also feels wonderful. So I love this. I love this so, so much. And I was really glad that I discovered my love for that product, because like I said, it was so popular and I was like, what is the point? It's just a freaking lip balm, but it's really good, let me tell you. All right, and I have two more products. Let's go ahead and just talk about this one. So I love this. I really love this. And this is only a little size of it. So I'm hoping that this is a good indicator of if I like this product or not. But this is from Glow Recipe. This is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. So I got this in a little set that I purchased during the sale. And this is so amazing. You can see how much I've used of this. And the texture of this is so nice and like fluffy feeling and airy feeling. This is perfect for someone who maybe has like normal to combination skin. This is a great summer night cream, like summer night face cream, because you don't need something that's like super hydrating. At least I don't, because it's summer, so my skin tends to have a little bit more moisture during this time of year. So it's perfect for nighttime because it's a little bit thicker than maybe a cream I would use during the day during the summer, but it's not too heavy at night so that I get enough moisture. Does that make sense? I could maybe even use this during the day, like honestly. Really love this one. I really love the texture. That's really what it is. It just blends in so beautifully on the skin. I like this far more than the like banana souffle one from Glow Recipe. I like that one and I have completely finished one up, but this is so much better. I love this texture so, so much. It definitely gives me like, it kind of gives me the same feeling of like maybe the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Cream, but it's not as heavy. That definitely feels more like a cream. This almost feels like it's a gel cream kind of hybrid, if that makes sense. And then the final favorite that I have, this was a perfume and I just have a little bitty one of it, but I definitely want to pick up a travel size of this because I thoroughly enjoyed it that much. This is a perfume I was wearing a lot on my trip, and then also I've been wearing it just, you know, every now and then. I love this scent. This is Burberry Her, right? Such a basic scent. I just have a little sample of it here. Such a basic scent. I'm sure all of you either own this or have had it or have smelt it because it is such a classic. But it smells so good. I want the travel size of this. I don't usually commit to a full-size perfume unless I like love it, love it, love it. And I do love, love, love this one. But I have so many travel size perfumes that I need to go through. So it wouldn't make sense for me to buy a full-size perfume given that I have so many travel size I need to go through. And then of course, not to mention I have all of these little vials. But this is such a fresh, clean scent. Like it smells, like I think Her is such a great name for it because it literally just smells like a woman. Like it smells like a woman that maybe just got out of the shower. Maybe she's like, what I picture, like honestly, I picture like a woman in like a button-up shirt with like business casual on kind of thing. I don't know if it's because I work in an office or what, but like I just feel like this just smells like a woman, like a professional woman or something. Like it just smells so good. I love it, but it smells so fresh, so clean. It's so light and airy, but you actually smell it all day long. Like at least for me, I know everybody's chemistry is different, but this does wear really well on me all day long. And I just have the mini, so I'm hoping the experience is just as good with the travel size. But that is everything. Those are all of my favorites from the month of April. I also had 3 fails that I wanted to share with you because that's also important as well. But let me know, what were you loving during the month of April? Are there any goodies that you want me to try out, that maybe they're products that you are loving? I love hearing from you all. You know that. Thank you all again for all of your support and just for watching my videos, commenting, liking. Also, I invite you, if you have not subscribed, please do. If you continue coming back to my channel and watching my videos, please, please, please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, I invite you to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.